Hello, and welcome to the 233rd edition of Beer Issues. My name is Matt Bruckert, and we're coming to you live here from Casa de Bruckert. We're going to be having another outstanding beer. Today, we're going to be having the Duvel, but we're going to be having the triple hop Citra Duvel. So I'm very excited to have this. To be honest with you, I have not had this beer in quite a while. So I'm really excited to have that. And I'm not sure why I haven't had it in a while, but I think the reason is the very first time I had this beer, I wasn't as big of a fan of IPAs as I am now. And when I had it, I was a little bit, I was hoping it was, like more Duvel Belgian than an IPA. And it wasn't quite what I was hoping for. So at the time, I didn't really like IPAs, so I just kind of turned away from it. But I remember thinking to myself at the time when I had it that it was good for an IPA, and at the time I didn't even like IPAs. So I'm really revisiting this to confirm with myself that this was indeed as good as I remember. So the beer rates 91 out of 100, which makes it an outstanding beer, okay? This is a Belgian beer, okay? Part of the brewery Duvel Morgat, okay? They say on the website that it's retired, but I just bought this, so I'm not sure what the situation is there. I know they did come out with some new ones. They had the Duvel Hop 666. I don't know if that replaced this or what the situation was. But I just bought it, so it can't be expired for too long. But anyway, as you see, for classic Belgian style, you're getting a golden, almost like hazy color with good carbonation. You can see the carbonation coming up. But look at that head, the perfect retention on that head you're getting. And if I swirl this side to side, I'll guarantee you're going to get the lacing and all that. And that is the sign of just a great brewery. So right up front, it's very classic. And I'm drinking it out of this great Duvel glass. And I don't know, for those of you who don't know, Duvel means devil. So this is like the devil's beer. So that's why it's got the devil on here, and all that. But anyway, they make outstanding beer. So let's go ahead and smell it and talk about it. So when you smell this beer, you're getting definitely the citrus, like almost a grassy smell. And then I do smell the yeast in there. So you're getting like a nice combination. Oh yeah. That smells delicious. So nothing like the present to go ahead and taste this beautiful beer and see what we think. Oh yeah. Clearly they use the Citra hops, which gives it a nice, crisp taste. Not like overpowering, like piney resiny. It's more like a citrus with a really good yeast. You can tell they're using a good yeast in there. And I do, following through on the flavor, I do get a kind of like that grassy, I smelled that grassy smell. I kind of get the grassy taste in a little bit. But it is a good IPA. It's not, a lot of times when I drink like a Belgian IPA, which is not very, very often, but when I do, a lot of them are like really light hops, or if you get like a German IPA, really light hops. These hops have backbone. They're good, solid hops, and you're getting a good solid hop taste to it. Not a super mild one, but kind of a gets you good. That's good. I can't say anything bad about that beer for sure. And there's a reason it's rated 91. First of all, the brewery is outstanding. You don't, you know, we don't see too many IPAs that are going to hold a head like that. I mean, that's absolutely amazing. But they know how to make beer. They've been doing it for a long, long time. So, so what I remember about the beer is slightly a little bit more of that hop bite to it, which I don't have a problem with. And it's delicious. So my initial impression of it was at a time where I wasn't crazy about IPAs. So having a beer that is a good solid IPA wasn't necessarily my thing. But now that my tastes have changed over time, and I like a good solid IPA, this is a solid IPA, and I think it deserves the 91 rating. To be honest, it's all in what you like in an IPA, because there's so many different variations of IPAs. You know, in the U.S., the market is flooded with 150 million kinds of New England IPAs, right? There's everything from just normal New Englands to double New Englands, triple New Englands, you know, everything. And then you got more your West Coast. I would say this is actually probably more comparable to a West Coast IPA than a New England, just because it is not quite as fruity, and it does have the more earthy type hoppy taste. But it is delicious. So if you've enjoyed this, make sure you tell your friends about Beer Issues and how much fun we're having talking about outstanding beers and drinking outstanding beers. Make sure if they want any cool Beer Issues gear like hats, t-shirts, phone cases, go to shop.beerissues.com. And as my wife likes to say, I have beer issues.